percolate. And how many times can I say percolate in 1 minute? Apparently a lot.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time.
Mother Nature has no idea what season she wants to be, because it was literally 70 degrees out on Saturday. Yesterday it got cold again, so it was like 40-ish, and today it's snowing. But this is also like prime Chicago weather. Chicago, you can have all 4 seasons on any given day. It could be the middle of summer and you can have all 4 seasons. It could be the middle of winter and you could have all 4 seasons. It's just the Midwest is weird. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie, and I haven't written in a whole week. So I don't even remember if I did any writing vlog clips last week. I feel like I might have done a couple. I might insert them throughout this writing vlog, but last week was something special. My anxiety was like at an all-time high last week, and it affected pretty much everything. So I did not do very much of anything. No writing, no reading at all in the past week. It is currently Tuesday, March 15th, and I am finally getting back in the swing of things. I did get my hair done. It's a lot darker than my natural orangey copper. I went a dark red, and it'll lighten up as the days go on, and it, you know, the more I wash it and everything, and it'll just blend so nicely with my original. But I really wanted to go darker. I've been wanting to for a while, and finally bit the bullet and did it. So right now I just went through Leah Rummel's Notion, how she uses Notion for her organizing and for her book projects and YouTube projects. I'll link her video down below. She has a free template that you can download, and I downloaded it and I'm playing around with it, and I'm really liking the idea of it. And she has like a book project section, which I want to start putting all of my Project Harlan stuff in. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick intro clip, and hello, hey, how are ya? And I'm gonna get back to you when I have more stuff done. Hello! Okay, so today is Saturday, March 19th, and I am heading to Starbucks right now with my best friend to do some writing, and we'll see how much I get done there, because I will be distraction free from the kids, because my husband will be at home with the kids, and she's got to get some stuff done for her paper or article. I forget what she's writing right now, but yeah, so I'm heading there now, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Only time will tell. Why do you keep telling me nothing? but I know all your flaws, at least they say something. Still I try to connect with you through your eyes. Your eyes. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. I still want all of you and I know all your colors. And I guess 'cause of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you I'm lost. I'm lost, yeah. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us, us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take.
Okay, so I'm leaving Starbucks now. We were there for probably an hour and a half, or maybe close to 2 hours. And obviously we didn't write the entire time, but I was able to get 823 words in, which means I only have like about 600 words left for my daily goal, which is awesome. So we're leaving right now. She's got some errands to do. I'm gonna go home and maybe do a little bit more writing, and we'll see how today goes.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home.
Hello. It's been a long time. A lot has happened with the family. I swear, it's like the second I start to get into a groove, something happens, and then I get put on this little hiatus, and it takes me a while to get back. So I think the last vlog clip I did was a week and a half ago when I went to Starbucks with my best friend. I swear, it's like my kids know that I started doing a video. Not even 30 seconds into this.
Mommy, look at
What?
Nana.
No, I'm not talking to Nana. I'm trying to do a video.
Honey, boo boo.
I know you got a boo-boo. You're getting slobber all over my face. I love you, but oh. Think that's better. If you didn't see his forehead with his band-aid, that is part of the reason why I had to take a hiatus. It was the day after I went to Starbucks to do some writing, actually, so a week and a half ago. We were at a birthday party for a 1-year-old, and the kids were playing tag, and my lovely son doesn't pay attention to where he's walking, and when he was chasing the girls, he either wasn't looking where he was going, or he tripped over his foot and still wasn't looking where he was going, and he went right into the bracket of a door. And I heard crying. I looked over and he went like this and was gushing blood, so we had to rush him to the ER and get stitches. So he's got 3 stitches on his forehead. It's been real fun. And now he has an ear infection, and earlier this month he decided to swallow a toy coin. He's my problem child this month, and it's part of the reason why I haven't been around. So yeah, it's been really fun with my 3-year-old. He's exactly like my brother and exactly like my husband, and it's terrifying. So that being said, that's the quick version as to why I haven't been around. And the other reason is because once I switched main characters for Project, whatever I was calling it, Project Violet, once I switched characters, I named it Project Harlan because that's who the main character is supposed to be. I just wasn't really feeling it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it just, I need to rework the storylines or what, but when I was writing for Project Harlan, it wasn't coming to me as easily, and it was kind of making me not want to write. So I started brainstorming a different story, which I don't even know what's happening with that. It's just I'm getting a whole bunch of brain dump down. So my goal for today, since I cleaned up the office, because I can only work in the kitchen for so long, and I think that's part of the whole no creativity coming at me, because I'm not in this creative room. Like this, I've got green walls that I can see because back here it's just all books. But here there's green walls, and green is supposed to produce more or help produce more creativity. And being with all of the books, that helps my creativity because it's like, look at all these stories that are created out of thin air. And I needed to clean it up and get back in here because I feel like this is where I do my best work, is in this room. So I did that, and it is currently March 29th, which means Camp Nano starts in a few days. And originally I was going to be working on Project Violet / Harlan, whatever it is called now. But I really don't know if that's the one that I'm going to be working on, just because I haven't felt the urge to get back into that world right now, even though I was so excited for it, and I was, but it just, right now it's not working, and I'd rather put my mind on something else and try and work something else rather than staring at a blank screen or a blank page, because nothing's coming to me for this. And it's okay to do that. So today's goal is to figure out what I'm doing for camp, because camp starts in a few days. I believe it's Friday. Yes, Friday is April 1st. So Friday is the first day of Camp Nano. It is currently Tuesday, so I need a lot of work to do. I need to figure out what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm going to get working and try and figure out what I'm gonna work on. I've got loads of choices. It's just narrowing those choices down. So I'll update in a little bit.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed.
Hi! Okay, so it is the last day of March. It is Thursday, March 31st, and we have one more day until Camp NaNoWriMo starts. and I think I know which project I'm working on. So today I'm going to go through Romancing the Beat and Save the Cat and try and come up with as many beats that I can, just so I have somewhere to go during this month, because I really want to squash my goals, which I don't even know what goal I'm going to go for. I'm thinking maybe 40,000 words. I don't know. I think if I do 40,000 words, it's like 1,300 words a day, which is super doable. Like, I know I can do 1,300 words a day. I know I can do more than that a day. It's just actually doing it and not getting bogged down by either other shiny bright ideas or what have you. I was going to try and just like force myself to continue working on the Project Violet / Project Harlan / Project Rosalind, whatever I was calling it at one point. They're all the same, those three, because they're all in the same world. They're different stories, but they're within the same world and basically kind of like the same series almost. But I feel like if I push myself to keep working on that for April, when I'm just not feeling it right now and I feel very lost in the world, I feel like I'll burn myself out and it'll be forever until I start writing again. So I'm going to try and avoid burnout, and I'm going to work on a different story for camp and see if that helps with my creative juices. And I just feel like, since that is such a huge world, that it just needs a lot of simmering. There are weeks where I pick it up and I'm totally immersed in it, and then there are weeks where I feel so excluded from that world that I just need to put it down, and I'm in one of those worlds, or in one of those moods, and I feel like that's just how that project is going to be. It's not one that I can just bang out in 2 months and fast draft like that, which is what I was hoping to do, but it wasn't working. So before I get stuck in some sort of burnout, I'm going to work on a different project. I think I'm going to work on my project Persephone, which is a shiny new idea that I have literally not a whole lot of stuff for it yet. I think I know the character names, and I think I know like the initial premise. That's about it. I know how it's starting, and I know what's going to be happening in like the first couple of chapters, or at least one of the scenes in the first couple of chapters, because that would be the inciting incident. So I have the premise, which is the inciting incident, and I have the opening image. And as of right now, it's set in a contemporary world, but there's magic sprinkled in it. So either it's going to end up being an urban fantasy, or it's going to be a magical realism, which I've never written before. But it's definitely set in a contemporary modern world with magic. So we will see. I guess that could also potentially be paranormal. We'll see where it takes me, because I honestly have no idea where this is going. But it's going in one of those 3 ways. So I'm going to go do some beat sheet plotting, and I'm going to fill up my... Sorry if you can hear the kids. I'm going to go fill up my notebook with some stuff. And so for right now, I'm gonna go do this. I've got all this. I've got my coffee, and I'll be taking a break in probably an hour to do a workout. But yeah, so I'll update you guys in a little bit.
about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking.
Oops on everything this month. It's also day 14 of Camp NaNoWriMo in April, and I literally just switched my projects. Anybody else? Yeah, so at the beginning of the month, I was working on what I was calling Project Persephone, which is an urban fantasy Hades and Persephone retelling, and I'm loving it, but it's still in the brainstorming, percolating stage. It's not ready for drafting at all, and I do this all the time. I literally just took the Clifton Strengths 34 assessment because me and Katrina were very curious on what my strengths are, and it makes sense what my strengths are. My number one is input, which is basically the brainstorming stage. Like, it is my favorite. As soon as I get this idea, I need to start thinking about it. I need to start writing down everything I know about it. And when I do that, I get this sense of, this is the project I'm going to be working on. What I need to start doing is, when I get these new ideas, so I don't forget them, I write them down. I write down all the brainstorming that I have in my head, get it out, and then save it and let it percolate for a while. Instead of trying to take that very small, new, shiny idea and thinking that that's what I'm going to be drafting next. I need to let it percolate. I need to let it simmer. I need my brain to figure out what's going on with it, because I have no idea what's going on with it. So I'm pretty sure I got all the main brainstorming things about that story out of my head and into a document. And when I went to sit down to write this morning, it wasn't Project Persephone that I wanted to write, because I don't know where that one's going right now. And it's because it needs to percolate. And how many times can I say percolate in 1 minute? Apparently a lot. And instead, I started thinking about a project that I was working on back in 2020 and a little bit last year, and what I was originally working on actually this past December, or at least trying to get to a place of working on that, because that's really what I was gonna focus on for 2022 was Project Catalina and its collaborated and it's oh my god, what's the word? Companion. Oh my gosh. Project Catalina and its companion books in that series. I think it's gonna be a 3-book with one novella or a short one novella. So essentially 4 books, 3 full length and 1 novella length. So I really thought that Project Catalina and Project Darcy and Emerson and Project Holiday were going to be what I was going to focus on in 2022 and work on publishing those. And then January happened, and a lot happened in life, which I've already talked about, and I was in this huge fantasy binge, because fantasy, I'm like always in the mood for fantasy, paranormal, urban fantasy, and I'm always in the mood for reading it and writing it, and it gets me out of real life, as to where contemporary keeps me in real life, just with different characters. And I was not at a place where I could write about real life, like a real world, like our real world, in January or February. There just was no way. My mental capacity needed escapism, and that's what I do with fantasy and paranormal, is I escape. So, that being said, it sounds like I'm finally in a mood for real life again. Don't get me wrong, I'm still always in the mood for fantasy and paranormal. That will never change. But today I woke up thinking about Project Catalina and thinking about the 32,000 words that I already have for Project Catalina, which have to get totally reworked because I've already changed the beginning and how they meet and everything. Like, it's no longer a second chance romance. So it's still a brother's best friend romance, but it's no longer a second chance. So I have to completely change that. But I started thinking about it, and I'm like, why am I not working on this? Because I know where it's going. I pretty much know how it's ending. And I just have to follow through and work on it, which is one of my least... it's one of my lower strengths, is actually, like, focusing and following through. I mean, valid. I think that is my ADHD at its finest, is focusing and follow through, because I'm bad at it. I know it. So, today I am going to be working on Project Catalina. I'm going back to it. I need to finish this project. It's been percolating. It's the word of the day today, is percolate. It has been percolating for years, and I think I just need to get it out. I need to get it out of my brain. It's been simmering for way too long, and I need to come up with a pen name for it, because I am keeping SK Derbis for my fantasy and paranormals. So, okay, I'm gonna go work on this, and I'll update in a little bit.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
Leah, happy birthday to